We need jobs. We need peace. And the only man who can bring peace to the Bawku enclave is Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and it's a fact.
Enti amesai achia obiemu na mede waba ya fidi kronkron eso na Honorable Ken akwakopiemu ewo Upper West region. Ye nyina nim se eye etifido mantemu. Na se ye ka etifido mantemu a na kire se yin krai na nim se enka eye ye papa Mahmoud Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eye onu akasa na se ye na hye so a ni kromu a onu ani diemu onu akasa chese ni mfimfim mu diemu a na so nei Honorable Ken wa baba wotutu ni nan etia ni chacha mu esan aproba wo kontinu wasan akopiem ewo no piem ho no wo de nsem atodwa ensem a ebema atifidu mantem wo mo anya nkuranhye ensem oda ebema atifidu mantem wo mo anya rehemu yenti na kramra.
Again, I want to say thank you to you for all the support you've given me over the years. It is unfortunate I couldn't come personally, but this is an indication that I'm a law-abiding person. I've made all contacts through the police, through the military, and the advice, as well as Bawku Naba. And the advice was that I shouldn't come there. And I didn't want to provoke anybody. If you are law-abiding, you really have to listen to advice. That is why I couldn't come, and I've taken opportunity to speak to you through Zoom. So those who are saying that, oh, he couldn't come here, he did not come even to say thank you to you. Let me address this problem of thank you. First, anybody who goes to election and loses, and a new flag bearer is chosen, you cannot go out there ahead of him to say thank you to people. They will misconstrue it that you are undermining the person. That is why I stayed back. And the fact is, even during the thank you tour, when I followed the team, a young man from Tech was stabbed because of the support I was willing around that time. So please, anybody who comes there to say that, oh, he didn't come, I didn't want to take the shine from the flag bearer, and it would have been misconstrued that I was undermining him. That is why I stayed away. So that is the explanation to that. More importantly, what we need to do as people is that we need jobs. We need peace. And the only man who can bring peace to the Bawku enclave is Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. And it's a fact, because I've been a chairman for Defense and Interior Committee, and I made several efforts to bring the two parties together. But unfortunately, the last hour, it did not work, and whatever happened did happen. Because I'm only a member of parliament and a chairman of the committee, I didn't have enough power to put an end to the war. So please, have confidence that when Kennedy Agyapong is in power, peace will reign in the Bawku enclave. Because what I want you to know is that you've been endowed with so many things that we can do to develop Bawku zone. I fell in love with the area when I first visited, because you produce a lot of things that Ghana we need. The only thing lacking is factories. And I assure you, I'm going to bring industries to this enclave. But the only thing that will make it happen is when we have peace. So I'm taking this opportunity to plead with all of you that we should have peace and see ourselves as Ghanaians and one people. If we are able to do that, I have lined up investors. Let me give you one example: the use of millet. Especially with the war in Ukraine and Russia, they produce a lot of wheat, and we import a lot of wheat flour. We can use millet for flour and substitute it. So you have one product that God knows what you can do with it. We need a factory for millet, soya bean, maize. So many things you grow in that enclave. Where are our leaders? Our leaders are always instigating a fight, which will not help the country as well as your area. So believe in me that I'm an industrialist, an entrepreneur, a businessman. My focus is to create employment for the youth of this country. The youth don't have jobs. I believe that if the youth in that region have jobs, nobody can even instruct them to go and fight. So that's my way to come out with peace. Employment, employment, employment. There's so many industries I'm going to bring to the north. My first aim is to move Ministry of Agriculture to Tamale, the center of the 5 northern regions. Why? Because you have vast arable lands that are not utilized. I want to utilize it. 2, I'm going to make Tamale Airport as a hub for cargo. Most of our products, fresh vegetables, carrots, and all those things, will go to European market within 5 hours. From 11 p.m. by 5 a.m., when the plane takes off at 11 p.m. from Tamale Airport, by 5 a.m. is at the European or UK market. Let's compare ourselves to Burkina. They are not angels. Why? This young man is transforming the country. If you go to Burkina, or the sound you hear is boom, boom, boom. It is not guns or ammunitions. Just as you hear in Bawku enclave, boom, boom, then it's gunshots. There's the boom, the sound that you hear are cargo planes that are landing to come and convey the vegetables, their produce, to European market every night. They are no better than us. We can do it. Let's challenge ourselves as people. There's so many things we can do in the Bawku enclave.
Eti woka na ni nana chese woka editoa so chire mu se Ghana 43 ento emano na kokopie mu so ewoti fidumante mu dia wo se montoma no esanse enwuma bebre e no betimi aye ebi mo baye wo mo de mo campaign e baye se montoma wo mo na so mo to ye no hwe zero bibia entumi ankoso enti no wosanso ejina simpio so chire mu enwuma a ebetimi akọ etifidumante mu se enyema papa bia Ghana for ye wo e wo ye man mu a ebi apie wo etifidumante mu no wo chire mu se ye bro se ye de ni nyina no wo betimi aboa emfasode aba ho na emfasode eba ama oman Ghana no etimi mpo ede bia akọ amano no na ebi nso eba ama wo mu so wo ni adwuma ye enso etimi anya bi aye ene wo krampupu ni mante nkra wotimi tu ekopie mu ewo eye Upper West etifidumante mu wakonya adwuma so ayi sanse adwuma eba bebu ewo man mu titiri mpo ene Upper West etifidu emante mu enso mo kan na busia edoso mamo tie kakra yesanso entie bebre we machines factories production machines na de ekaka kwa otwetwe go na tie bi uwi subscribe like share na me mu adwenche me da wase sa wo jebre edemare makra.
I was in the 5 northern regions, and this is soya beans that you produce. Soya beans, if we go large scale, mechanized farms, I shall speak with you. I have a Chinese company that has given me a contract of 2.5 million tons of soya beans, but I cannot meet the supply. Whilst they don't buy the soya beans in the north, meanwhile, they use soya beans. This is milk, soya milk. We don't have a single factory in the 5 northern regions producing milk with soya beans. If indeed a leader has a vision, he will convert the soya beans into soya milk, and this will create employment for the youth in the north. Some people say that, oh, vote for your brother, vote for your brother. Your brother has been there for 8 years. So didn't he know that we can use soya beans to produce milk. I'll give you one example again. Tama. The tama that you use for shea butter. The first thing you can do with tama, you can have juice, tama juice. But the tama juice will be too sweet, so we'll mix it. Tama orange juice, tama apple juice, tama banana juice, tama pineapple juice. And 365 days everywhere in the 5 northern regions, you have tama. And not a single factory. Delegates, I'm drawing your attention. Let's move our country. A country that is importing about 80% of the food we eat. Let's put a stop to it. And the opportunity you have with the arable lands in the north, you are the beneficiaries. So believe in me and give me opportunity to serve you. I'll be a good servant. All I need in life is to see that the young men and women who have completed school have jobs. So it's not about propaganda. It's not about people who come from there. They come from your area. So haven't they seen or haven't they learned anything about factories or industrialization? The only thing they want is they want you to vote for them, always to lord themselves over you. Some are saying that, oh, vote for this man. He has promised to make me a minister. What has he promised you too? It's a good question that you have to ask them. If they promise the ministerial appointment for their family, what about your family? What about your children? What about people on the street? Let me give you one example again. I went to the north, Yendi, Bimbila, Wolensi, and all those Sabobas areas. Pandai, they grow a lot of yam. And this yam gets rotten. And it's so sad. Meanwhile, we have a technology where we can store yam for 8 months and it will not spoil. We have the technology from Holland, a company called Grasso. I have that technology, and I promised them that we're going to build warehouses with blowers so that we can store the yam for 8 months. Again, this is yam chips. When our yam is getting spoiled in the 5 northern regions, the post-harvest losses of yam is $380 million a year. Meanwhile, we have 276 parliamentarians going to Parliament to approve $150 million loan from World Bank. And when they approve it, they will shout, yeah, yeah. When they are shouting, yeah, yeah, yam getting spoiled is $380 million. This is a simple machine that we can give to 2 boys, 2 girls, $20,000. And they will get yam chips. You store it. Unfortunately, you are not there to feel it. It's cold. You put it in the freezer. Over 2 years, this will not get spoiled. Most of the restaurants in Ghana here import potato chips and put it in the cold stores, whilst our yam is getting spoiled. Even the potatoes that they are importing, we can also produce potato here. Because from Walwale to Naregu, one of the villages, I stopped and bought potatoes. A sack of it was 50 cedis. How? Whereas we can convert it into chips, and value addition will give us higher prices. I'm begging you, give me opportunity to serve you. I have no interest of who is this and who is that. Ghana first. We have to develop Ghana. And that is what I want to do. Even the potatoes. Fortunately, Ghanaians who are listening to me have started producing this. This is also potato chips, sweet potatoes. Now we are producing it here. Can you imagine if we have all this in the 5 northern regions? the employment we are going to create. Your brothers come to you and make propaganda. They don't think about you. All they think is power, so that they can control you. At the end of the day, you go and ask them for your child's school fees, and they own you for the rest of your life. I want to liberate you, give you the freedom to work, make money, and also take care of your family yourself. Anybody, I tell you today, anybody on earth, is your job that gives you respect. If you have no job, you have no respect at home. Even your children. These are factories, potatoes, that we can do it ourselves. My brothers, this will not cost us more than $20 million factory. That will create jobs for over 1,000 Northerners. I am pleading with you to give me opportunity to serve you. Let's challenge ourselves that what any human being has done, a black man is capable of doing it. When we have that spirit, when we are encouraged, and when we are charged, sky will be the limit. I travel at the length and breadth of the 5 northern regions. In Yendi, a chief came to me and said he has been listening to me and he knows I'm the one who can deliver the north. His complaint was that maize, his grown maize last year harvested it, has no buyers. This year, no buyers. Party delegates, this is maize, corn oil, imported from Canada. When maize in the 5 northern regions are getting spoiled, no buyers, and the corn oil, we can do it ourselves. We can bring all these factories to the north to create jobs. That is what I'm talking about. It is not rocket science. Others have done it. We can also do it. I know most of you watching this video do not even know that you can use the corn that you don't have buyers to produce oil. We can use corn for ethanol. We can use corn for starch. We can use corn for 30 different products. So can you imagine if we have a good leader like Agyapong, industrialist, how many factories we can get from maize or corn? That is what I'm talking about. So let's have confidence that under Agyapong, there will be peace and there will be jobs for the people in the north.